Hey, what's going on, guys? Jake here with another random rambling video. So today I wanted to talk about. Oh, geez, I can't see how long I'm recording because I just keep getting texts from my mom and my sister. Okay, there we go. So today I wanted to talk about a requested topic, and actually, it's a topic I've been wanting to speak about. Is actually my fitness walking class, and I'm sure some of you right now are like, fitness walking? What? Believe it or not, at the college I go to, walking is an actual gym, you know, like it counts as a gym requirement. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You are walking. So it's funny because, like I was like, all right, you know what? This will probably be really easy. And I just need, this was my second gym credit, so I was like, all right, let me just get this second one out of the way and get going. So now that I think about it, I can't even remember the first one I did. Huh. Dang, I can't even remember what my first gym credit was. All right, anyway, it's water under the bridge now, right? um, so anyway, it was a few years. I think it was just a year ago. No, I think it was 2 years ago. Anyway, yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. Anyway, so what happened was, I started the semester and I was taking this. I remember, by the way, I just remembered I took a weight training class as my other gym class. Okay, sorry. Continuing. um, so so the semester started, and this semester was actually the start of my anxiety, like really, like kind of like out of whack. Like it wasn't terrible during fitness walking, but it was kind of like the start. Like I was doing really good, like really, really good when I got into this class in terms of anxiety, but it was afterward. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because I met my friend Justin, who's watching this video, and he requested that I do this. So I decided to do it. And so it's funny, the first few classes, it's walking, and believe it or not, my feet are, I have flat feet. So most of you watching, your foot has a natural arc, but my foot is completely flat. So when you step on the ground, there's only two like platforms of your feet that are actually hitting the ground. When I take a step, my entire foot is literally hitting the ground. I have to say my feet are really ugly. But more than that being a problem, it really hurts when I walk a lot. So if I walk even for like 2 or 3 minutes on my campus, my feet start to get sore. And actually, on the sides of my feet, I have like catalysts all the time. And I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but I didn't. I was, it was painful, and so believe it or not, even the easiest class possible, walking, it was actually hard for me because I was struggling to walk, and I was in pain. But I had a professor. His name was Mike. I can't remember his last name, and I guess just to protect him, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it. I'd like to know. I can't remember his last name. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. But his name was Mike, and he was just really nice. Like I had missed 3 classes, and you could only miss 2. And instead of dropping me, he just lowered my letter grade by 1. So I couldn't even get an A in fitness walking. How's that for you? I got a B. So it's like, I can never quite get an A, I swear. But I have gotten A's, by the way. Actually, in all of my communication classes. But the point is that he was like, you should really get orthotics. And I was like, well, what are orthotics? And it's like a cover that goes in your shoe, and helps you walk. And unfortunately, I didn't get the orthotics until the end of that semester, but it's helped me like so much. I now I go to the gym and I call it the automatic stairs or the never-ending stairs, kind of like that Super Mario 64 level where you go up those stairs to fight Bowser, but if you don't have enough stars, it just goes and the music keeps playing and it's an infinite amount of stairs. But it's like that machine where steps keep coming down and you keep going up. It's really hard, but it's really good. And now my feet don't hurt when I do that. So, so I really can thank him for that because they helped me out a lot. So, but one thing that's really cool is that, at my college, I met my friend Justin, and it's so cool because he is the one friend I've made at my college, and I have not made any other new friends from that college. I guess sometimes I talk with people during class, but even then I really don't, honestly. And it's because most people at my college, it's a community college, like it's only a 2-year. So most people just want to go, get, what they have to get done in class, then go to their job and then go home and repeat. Nobody really wants to make friends or talk. That's the thing. Like, schools have like parties. Our school doesn't have parties. Nobody gets together and and if anything, if they do, a majority of them are probably all from the same school district. So, and that's okay because I don't like parties anyway. Like I don't drink, I don't smoke, so I wouldn't go to them anyway. But the point is, people don't want to make friends. But I made friends with Justin, and it's really funny because I still remember I sat in the back of the class with this one guy who was really big. Not really big, but he had, he was muscular, he was fit. And I forgot, and then there was somebody else too, and I forgot what they said, but they were talking about like a cartoon or something. And I joined in the conversation. I was like, oh man, like this, because they were talking about how long TV shows have been going on for. And I was like, The Simpsons has been going on for like forever. It's one of the longest running cartoons. And then my friend Justin joined in the conversation. He turned around and he's like, oh, I love The Simpsons. And we started talking about The Simpsons, and then The Simpsons turned into other cartoons, and then that turned into video games, and that turned into Pokemon and Mario, and it's so funny. I'll never forget, like, we were walking to the class, and at the beginning of every class, 2 people were chosen to do like the workout. Like they would do the workout, and they would say what you need to stretch and everything. And so we're on the track, and we're still just talking about Pokemon. Nobody's announced that we started the class, and all of a sudden the guy's like, hey, guys, stretch, like one of the kids. And we were like, oh, like we didn't even realize that everybody started stretching, and we were the only ones talking, and then it was dead silent. It was so funny. And then I'll never forget, too, in the fitness walking class, there are like all these different everybody goes at their own pace. I was always somebody in the back because, I'm not in shape. My feet hurt. So like I was always in the back. And it's funny because Justin was always in the complete front. And actually many times he would overlap me too. Him and like whoever he was walking with, they would overlap me. And that's okay. I don't care. But it's funny because there was one day that we were talking about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And that, I think, was the newest Pokemon. Yeah, I don't even think Sun and Moon came out yet. And so we're talking about Oros, and we're walking, and we're walking uphill. And we're just having good conversation about Pokemon, the 3DS. And, like, I didn't really know a lot about SD cards. And so we were talking about, like how you can get so much more memory on a 3DS doing that. And so we're walking, and he's like, yeah, that's awesome. And then the professor yells out, he's like, come on, guys, if you can walk faster, walk faster. And he was with me, and I was in the middle. Like, I was trying to, like, he was slowing down for me, and I was working harder to keep up with him. And so finally, so like we're talking and he's like, "Oh, okay, Jake, I should probably start trying, trying." And I go, "Wait, hold on. I just wanted to say," I said something so insignificant. I was like, also, Nidoking's really an underrated Pokemon." and I was like, "Okay, you could go." And I'm like exhausted, just trying to get this one last thing out. That, I mean, it was relevant to our conversation, but it wasn't that important. It didn't need to be said, and it was just so great. And it's so funny too, because of course I'm like, I don't know. It's just so funny. So, and it's cool, that we've kept in contact even outside this class, because again, I have made I guess you could say school friends. I mean, really not even. I really don't talk to people. I'm honestly one of those people who, I mean, every once in a while I will answer a question in class, or I will ask a question, but not very often, honestly. I mean, everything's everything's explained, everything is on slides, on PowerPoints, online. It's there's not really much I need to question. So, but yeah, and actually most college professors don't really like to ask for answers. They don't give out questions. They typically just go through a presentation and that's that. But, it's really cool that, we met and we talk. And it's so funny because a lot of my friends are so similar in even just the way they look. It's really weird. A lot of my greatest friends are, it's they're very, it's funny. I mean, I have friends of all shapes and sizes, and I love them all the same. But it's just funny because my cousin Dominic is my best friend, and he's thin, he's very white, more a whiter complexion than me, and kind of this, the way the sun's kind of reflecting. Maybe not that white, but maybe he has Irish in him or something that makes him a little whiter. And it's funny because so many of my great friends are the same thing: pale skin, tall, very thin, and it's funny how even Justin, kind of fits that. And I have, my friend Mike fits that description, my friend Billy. So it's funny how I have lots of friends that are like that. And I mean, it's not just it's obviously it's just a coincidence. It's not I purposely look for specific people. I just think it's funny because what I'm saying is, while they look kind of similar, their demeanor is the same. That's what I'm getting at. They're all just super nice, super considerate, hardworking, and, I love them to death. I love all my friends. They're all so awesome. So, yeah, and I guess that's really the fitness walking story. I mean, it was, it's weird. It's the class was easy. You just had to show up and walk, but at the same time, it was hard for me, only because of, my feet would be burning. My feet would be on fire after a class. So, but it was fun, and I'm so happy I did it, and I actually made a friend at this college, because now I'm going to another college after the semester. So, I'm, it's nice to say, okay, I've made at least one friend from this college. That's what I'm getting at. So, really cool stuff. And, I mentioned this a little bit in the last rambling video. But yeah, I had a phone call with my friend Justin last night. And he's just so awesome. He's just so cool. I can't even explain. Something I want to mention is that, I don't know if I should mention it or not. No, let me just say it, because I'm praising him, I talk a lot about God in these videos, right? And he doesn't believe in God. And you know what? He's still such a trooper about it. He still watches the videos, he still likes it. And that's the thing, when I speak about God, I'm also speaking about something that pertains to that could pertain to anybody. But you know, I just think it's so cool that he's very like, he's just understanding of it, and that's the thing. I've never really met like somebody who didn't believe in God who was like, oh, you shouldn't believe that. Like, yes, I've seen people on the internet where they're like, oh, I don't believe in fairy tales like unicorns and leprechauns and God. And it's like, but you know what? I think everybody knows that people on the internet are very, like, it sounds so harsh. I'm laughing because I'm thinking of the word cancerous, but that's a little harsh to say about the internet. But the internet is very like harsh. There's a lot, it's very radical. There's a lot of radical people who, speak their minds, and especially think about it. If you're on the internet and you're on the safety of your computer or your phone, you're not directly in front of somebody. I'm not going to go out in public and say, oh, you don't believe in God, you're going to hell. Like, and I wouldn't do that even on the internet too, because I have like the moral of, to me, I don't type something that I wouldn't say to somebody in person. That's how that's my policy. And that should honestly be everybody's policy. But so, when you're on the safety from behind your phone or your computer, it's so easy to say, oh, well, Republicans suck, Democrats suck, God sucks, Hyundais suck, I hate these kinds of people. I think you guys get the point. I was actually going way too far with that. I was about to say, I only like this type of water, like, so, but that's the thing. It's like, there's always opposing opinions to everything, and you should, I think it's good to keep an open mind with anything, and that's why, I love him so much. He's just so awesome. I love him in the least weird way of saying I love him. But yeah, no, he's just so awesome. He's such a trooper, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. And that goes to everybody who watches me, who like, you don't believe in God, or you don't believe in this, or you don't believe in that, but you still watch it and listen to me. And I just want to let you know, I really appreciate that, because it means I'm doing something right, that you want to listen to. And that's good, because I'm hoping the point of these videos, it's funny, originally the point of these videos were for me. They were just to ramble about whatever I felt like. And people are still telling me to do that, and so I'm going to. But it's funny because in the middle of it, like, I was thinking, oh, well, let me ramble about what people want me to. But honestly, I might stop taking requests because people just want me to ramble about whatever's on my mind. I just worry that I'm going to ramble about the same thing and more like too close together. I think that's my issue. I don't want to do that. But I mean, if people tell me, hey, Jake, you've already talked about this, then maybe I'll start to like really make sure, I know what I'm talking about. So, and not, repeating a rambling video. Anyway, guys, yeah, no, so my friend Justin is just he's awesome. So, and the fitness walking class was just a lot of fun, It's amazing how that qualifies as a gym credit. But hey, I mean, even for me, the simplest class, it was hard, only because I have flat feet, so. Anyway, guys, I've been rambling a while, and I covered a lot of different topics. I was talking about politics and religion and gym class and my friend Justin, so I covered a lot. So, but I guess the point, like something I can end off with, is that, good friends will be behind you no matter what, and those are the friends you want to have, So, anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. So this was my, my first requested video. I have another request back, in line. So that's going to be the next one. And then after that, then I'm just going to go back to, unless I get any other requests, but then I'm just going to go back to rambling about whatever I can think of. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, I totally forgot I have a Subway sandwich here. It's it's lettuce, oh man, it's like lettuce, tomato, cucumber, light mayo, melted shredded cheddar, and pickles and green pepper. And it's not spicy, it's just green pepper. So I'm going to go eat that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. God bless and talk to you soon. Peace.